Hello YouTube, my name's Dane Lemaitre and welcome to another review on the Underground Ernie Bachmann range. I've reviewed all my other Underground Ernie ones and at the time being, for the moment, this will be the last one as I don't have any others to review. We've got Hammersmith and City. I always get them confused, but to my knowledge this one's Hammersmith and this one's City. Like I said, there are other ones, unfortunately, that I don't have, which are Brooklyn and Ernie 1 at the minute, but I'm still looking around to hopefully buy them in the future. So this one cost me £13, and saying I paid £13 for Victoria, Circle and Jubilee on the same day off of eBay. So a really good price. Start off with Hammersmith first of all. Hammersmith it doesn't have an engine, he's not powered at all. And unfortunately his eyes don't move. You can put your finger in there and actually move the eyes yourself, but as you can see my hand in general is quite big, so my fingers, and it's really hard to get them actually inside because of his glasses. But if you can fit them in, you can actually move the eyes and position them yourself. But it's not quite the same, and I'd have thought with technology he could have had a little motor or something so that when City here is pulling him, his eyes can move still. It's like I've got the Intercity 125, and of course you've got one engine that's powered, one that's not. But the one that's not powered does have a little motor just for the lights inside. So I think that's a bit of a shame. There's not really much to say about Hammersmith really, because it doesn't have a motor, and so I can't say that he runs well, but obviously City does. But he does look really nice still, and very much like his TV series model. And along with Victoria, who I reviewed the other time, Hammersmith and City were my two favourite locomotives in the show. I mean, technically, I count them as one engine. So we've got City here, who's the one with the motor, and he's actually like Bakerloo. He is very heavy. You may remember me saying that Bakerloo was quite heavy and quite slow. However, for some odd reason, it's not the same with these two. They're both they do run really well, and a lot better than Bakerloo, and they run as well as Circle, Jubilee, Victoria. So the other ones, underneath, you've got the front wheels here are all powered, and you've got the traction tyres. These ones aren't powered. And I said the eyes on this one move from side to side, whereas on Hammersmith they don't. And with the eyes, it's good because there's no gaps between the eyes, and when they go round, I said there's no gaps at all, so it's more or less perfect for it, I think it's fair to say. Again, the packaging on the box is really good. They come in a bit of plastic, and the good thing is because they're obviously more or less identical, it doesn't matter which way around you put them inside the box. And again, on the back of their box, it tells you a bit about them. And like Circle and Jubilee, it tells you about the other characters that you can get in the range and the other buildings. Like I said, another time it'd be nice to get Brooklyn and Ernie 1 and do reviews on them. But for the time being, I'm quite grateful because, like I said, I've got the 5 main characters that are on the front of every box that you get in the Underground Ernie range. With the packaging, it's a lot better than the Thomas range, where it's sort of just left in a little bit of a shell of plastic, and you do have to unfortunately destroy the box. And they're not compared to these two, they're not as well protected, and the other engines as well. As you can see here are all my Underground Ernie engines. They all have something in common. One thing, of course, is the fact that they have the buffers on the back that aren't 100% necessary. And unfortunately do ruin the model, but with Hammersmith and City on the end, it's because they face back to back, it's not so bad, and I think it's a bit more forgivable in a way. But anyway, so apart from the buffers, another thing they have in common is the fact that they all have really small wheels. And I think the problem with the wheels sometimes is that when you're actually putting them onto the track, it can be quite hard because sometimes they don't fit on as well. And the two that I do struggle to get onto the track because of the wheels, and are actually, funnily enough, both Circle and Victoria. So the two female ones. Again, if you're having this sort of issue, or you've had this sort of issue, it'd be nice to hear from you. Please feel free to comment below, and then if you look in the description of this video, you can see all the links to all the other reviews if you missed them.
Another thing, again going back to the wheels, is the fact that apart from Hammersmith here, who's not got a motor, all the other engines that do have the motors all have traction tyres, and they have the traction. They only have on the two back of their front wheels, just there. You see, so they all have traction tyres that come with them as well.
And when running around the Lough, it runs just as well backwards and forwards. Speed's really good, and I really feel like giving them Hammersmith and City a 10 out of 10 because I think they are a near sort of perfect model. And like I said, they are my two favourites, and it's really nice to have them. And it's nice that they run definitely the best, and out of all the characters that I've got.